this lap. Safety car will be coming in very shortly. Hopefully this lap. We can get racing again for the 4th time. Or 5th time. I've lost count of how many fucking Not now. Yeah, this can't be inappropriate because this is an under 18 channel.
It's not Why did Ed stop in the way?
I don't know.
Get out of the way, cheering.
Okay. You got a proper. I have no idea. You got to say it just right, isn't there? Oh, safety car coming in this lap. We've got to practice this 4 times already. He should know what to do. Does that have to wait? What did she say to himself in the mirror? Hello me. Oh dear. Some harmless jokes there for you guys watching. Here we go. That goes now. Gone for it. Didn't leave it to the line like last time. Back racing again. Slowest King is desperately trying to keep his 4th place there. Let's just see. Flawless might have. Someone was just behind him. MSD Ragecat up a position off the restart. Thunderbuddy up a position off the restart. Oh. Ross Wales pushed wide. Don't know whether it's pushed wide or we just lost control of the car. Now here we go, slowest Killers on 5 lap old tyres against the top 3 on 23, 25, 25 lap old tyres. Slowest King is not letting anything up on Rick, hoping that Rick might make a mistake at some point, keeping him under lots and lots of pressure. Although he does have a bit of pressure from behind Flawless, behind him, our championship leader. And Misty Ragecat trying to push back. Face to Prune. I think it's face to Prune. Yeah, will he be able to get the move done around the outside of him at turn 1? Means he's got the inside line on turn 2. I think face Prune meant to give him that little room, and he is now backed off and Misty Ragecat up another position. So is Kingers has made it past Rick. Tommy Ladd's made it past V1 George, both of them in the pits at the moment. Hopefully Size Kingers will be able to keep that P3 spot. Now he wants it, he's been fighting a race for it, he has had a good race. It's worrying though, because obviously he's able to make a move on Rick on 24 lap old tyres, where McGurk and Ivy are currently on 26 lap old tyres. At the end of this race they will have lots of tyre degradation. If Size Kingers can make this to the end of the race, he might even be able to gain another place. He needs to start growing some time back from Iregal. Flores climbing a little bit of time on Rick, down now to just under half a second. doesn't go good for Flawless's lead. At the moment, McGurk and iWriggle will close a little, or mainly McGurk will close some points down to Flawless. McGurk currently second in the Drivers' Championships. Doing very well out there in front. McGurk picking up a penalty. 10-second penalty. Now, was that contact under a safety car? If so, we might be able to get that removed at the end of the race. You won't be bothered about that. All incidences that happen on track are reviewed if the driver is able to record them and prove their innocence. Time penalties are removed. This doesn't include track infringements or speeding in the pit lane or anything like that. It's purely just, say for example, iWriggle drove into the back of the dirt under a safety lap. For some reason it gives the person in front a time penalty. There you go, iWriggle, and so is Kingers. iWriggle leaving just enough room into turn 1. Very good racing from them two. Giving it to the just enough room. Although so is Kingers is just behind along this straight. He might be able to make a move on iWriggle. He's probably using all of his ERS. And they're going to turn 4 side by side. I think iWriggle will come out on top on this occasion. But he shouldn't have any less pressure on him. Rick following up very close behind these two. iWriggle's not careful. He could lose 2 positions in one if he makes any kinds of mistakes. These guys are racing very close to each other. MSD Ragecat getting right behind Flawless. Oh, and they touch. Ever so slightly touch. Very close racing from these guys. Thunder Buddy is putting a bit of pressure on Face Prune. MSD Ragecat putting a lot of pressure on our championship leader. Both of them using ERS down the pit straight. Oh! Flawless is off the track, which probably gives MSD Ragecat an advantage. And he goes into turn 1 ahead. MSD Ragecat moving up a place. He's now going to start putting pressure on Rick, iWriggle, and so is Kingers. So is Kingers now in second place in front of iWriggle, getting that P2 position. So as Kingers plays his card right, he could see first place here. Just needs to probably MSD Ragecat's made a move on Rick, now up into 4th place, 0.2 seconds away from iWriggle. MSD Ragecat on the lowest used tyres up in the top half of the grid so far. With his racecraft, he should be able to make his way through iWriggle. He should get a better exit on the last corner up the pit straight. And he's done it even before the last corner. Very nicely done. He saw a gap and he went for it. Very aggressive play from MSD Ragecat. Now, I know MSD Ragecat is very fast. It won't be long before he starts putting a bit of pressure on So's Kingers. So's Kingers has got to do his best to keep that 2.3 second difference between them. Thunder Buddy 0.3 seconds behind Face Prune. Thunder Buddy won't be wanting to get past. Don't think he'll be able to do it down the straight. He's going to have to pick his time. MSD Ragecat already getting the time down from 2.4 seconds to 1.9. Using a bit of ERS up the straight. He knows where to use his ERS. Flawless gaining some time on Rick now, 0.6 seconds behind the car in front. Can't give you the best advantage. Rick only 0.3 seconds behind iRegal. Will Rick be able to make a move? MSD Race Cup with the fastest lap time of 1:18.6. That is very quick. Thunder Buddy, unlucky, another 3-second penalty, probably a track infringement. 5 players now without penalties. So King is doing very well to get that time difference down. I think it's 3.8 seconds now, down to 1.6 between him and McGurk. He could be fighting for that number 1 spot very, very shortly. Flawless, again, another 3-second penalty. Flawless definitely not having a good day out today. Cyrus King is now getting the gap down to 1 second between him and first place. That is very good. Rick still up the pit straight, 0.2 seconds behind iRegal. He's going to make a move. He's using his ERS. He's on the inside. Who's going to break first? Oh, Cyrus King is there with a penalty after the pit straight for multiple warnings for some reason. What that was about. Normally you get them straight away. Thunder Buddy making a little place up on Face Prune, although Face Prune has lost his front wing, and there comes a safety car again, even though Face Prune is still able to drive. Another full safety car. iRegal, 5-second penalty, severe collision with Rick. This is very good news for Slowest Kingers and MSD Rage Cat. It now pretty much gets rid of that gap that these top 3 drivers had. MSD Rage Cat, that in his presence known to the front 2 drivers. He knows he's fast. Wants to put a bit of pressure on. Force a mistake. Call me Dad. Coming out on some intermediates. Don't know whether that's a good choice or not. Doesn't look like the rain has let up at all. Who has gone out on Tom and Ad? Does it look like they're good tyres? Not at all. Fortunately, I think his team have made the wrong decision. It is a bit too wet out there for intermediates. Don't quite know. Yeah, probably. Safety car in this lap, yes. So again, another practice start for McGurk. Seems to be a veteran at this now. Oh dear. MSD Rage Cat, another 5-second penalty. For probably driving into the back of, or I recall driving into the back of MSD Rage Cat, something like that. Cyrus King definitely wants that pole position. I wriggle up on Ross Wales. Slowest King is with definitely the advantage here over him and McGurk having half the laps on his tyres driven, and we now come into the last 2 laps of the race. Thunder Buddy up into 4th place. This is going to be a hectic last lap with these 4 very, very fast drivers in this division. The 2 that I thought were going to be out front are Regal and Flawless, down to 7 and 8. Not doing very well this race. McGurk goes over the line in a second, start his final lap of the race. Slowest King is going for the move around the outside, hopefully to get a better... No, he has pulled back a little bit. Oh. Not to McGurk over to the side. These guys are racing, leaving nothing at the side. The last lap of the race. MSD Ragecat wants to go somewhere, but he can't. He's got nowhere to go, nowhere to get round. These guys are leaving no room whatsoever. This is the final lap of this race. Can Slowest Kingers get the move done on McGurk? He's going around the inside. Gives him a bit of a disadvantage up into the next corner though. He doesn't quite make it stick. MSD Ragecat there. Oh, McGurk started to slide around a little bit, probably because his tyres are 35 laps old. I think he will just keep it in there. So far this looks like it's going to be McGurk starting finishing P1. Slowest Kingers, unless Slowest Kingers can get across the line first anyway. It's going to be a close one. And McGurk gets across the line first. But in fact, Slowest Kingers, due to penalties, does actually finish the line first. GG, Slowest Kingers. 20-second time penalty for Thunderbird. Oh dear. Flawless does end up making it to 3rd place. The only people not to stop in this race are McGurk and iRegal. Kudos to them for doing the whole race without stopping. Well, there you have it. I think McGurk said he'll definitely be getting his 10 seconds removed, so Slowest Kingers will be P2, McGurk will be P1, and MSD Ragecat 3, I would imagine. That concludes our Division 1 Round 20 race at Brazil. It was a wet one, it was full of people crashing due to the conditions. I would have liked to have seen a bit more overtaking. It was definitely difficult out there today. And on to the next one. Same again, same time tomorrow, 8 o'clock, Division 2 Brazil. I will see you there.